What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Relaxing Thoughts Podcast. I am your host, Digital Relaxation, and we are back again with another episode. And it feels like forever since I just did a solo episode. Like the way my episodes are spread out, because I do them every 2 weeks. I feel like it basically was like a month since I last did a solo episode, because both my episodes were guests. But yeah, before I even continue speaking and stuff, as always, if you guys enjoy what you hear and whatnot, be sure to share this podcast, help it grow and whatnot, and all of that good stuff. Yeah, let's get into it. I don't know if this is going to be a long one, to be honest. I just want to talk about things that's on my mind. I don't really even have anything planned out or written like that, so this is mainly just talking about what's on my mind and things I'm thinking about for this podcast and everything else in life and stuff. So as usual, what I've been up to, I feel like I talked about a lot of things I've been up to or been doing on that last episode, the wrap up, but I didn't really go into depth about some of the things wow, I'm freaking tongue tied. Some of the things that I was doing and whatnot. I think we mentioned Hawkeye, but since he didn't watch it, I didn't talk about it. I wanted to talk about Hawkeye, cause it just finished when I did that episode. I think, I don't remember, been a while, but Hawkeye. Just quickly to talk about it, was great. I think it's probably one of my favorite of the whole Disney Plus series. It was great. It felt like the Netflix series. It made everything more grounded and realistic. It didn't go too far about anything, but it's still connected deep into everything that's going on in the MCU. And I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, just want to see where this goes from here, and where that goes into the next phase of the MCU and whatnot. What movie did? Oh yeah, I watched the Matrix, the new one that just came out. It's all right. The best way to say to talk about the Matrix is it wasn't needed at all, to be honest. It was an unneeded sequel. The story did nothing for the overall universe plot line that Matrix has built up. Honestly, you can go without watching it and still be fine. It doesn't really do anything. It only changes my idea of it. I don't really want to give no spoilers though, but my idea of it is that I think it changes the concept of what the one was, and if you watch it and realize what it is, you probably see it. And I don't know how I feel about that. The concept of the whole story is wholesome, I guess, but it's all of that stuff, even he talked about it in the movie, all that stuff that's been built up and we went through is I don't know, it felt like it kind of just made the aftermath of everything feel very empty. And I still don't like that they don't really talk about Morpheus' death like that. I don't think they really want to make it canon like that. In that world, in that timeline, he is dead, but they're not explaining the story version of why he's dead, which is that in the Matrix online game, he was assassinated in the Matrix. But they kind of just probably he just died naturally or whatever the case is, and they kind of changed his story a bit too about his beliefs and all of that. I don't know how I feel about it, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's unnecessary. You can live without watching it. just stick to the trilogy, honestly. But we are getting John Wick 4, so excited to see that. Seeing that he cut his hair for the Matrix role. So I don't know if I don't know if they're already filming or not, but seeing that he probably gonna have to go with the short hair look now in this John Wick, which I don't know, like that long hair, shaggy facial hair look with like that iconic look. So it'll be different. But I'm excited to see that. I still have not watched the James Bond movie. I've been like dragging it. I don't know. Like I just have not been in the mood for it. Like, cause I feel like that's a movie I really gonna have to pay attention to. Like, you gotta know what's really going on. You gotta remember what happened in the previous movie. Sometimes they do a good job at like giving you some key moments in like flashbacks or whatever. But like, I think, what movie is it? I want to say it might be the second movie. I think Quantum of Solace. I like that whole movie is like a blur to me. Like, I have no clue what that whole storyline was about. So like, I feel like if they ever mention stuff that happened in that movie, I'm gonna be lost. It's like different from Pierce Brosnan era. Like, I remember like that whole freaking franchise of when he was playing as Bond. Like, nothing, and they didn't really tie in the movies like that, so it didn't matter. But this one is one whole narrative, like from the first Casino Royale to now. So it's like you kind of had to know what the hell happened in the previous movies to understand why certain characters are doing certain things and whatnot. So yeah, that's tricky. But yeah, maybe eventually watch it. What else? I'm just going off on a whim here. Like, I haven't really been up to a lot lately, like in terms of like my entertainment and stuff. I've been reading a lot of manga for the most part. Looking for a manga to just like read through. Like, a lot of the mangas I'm reading on like ongoing, so like when I catch up now, I gotta wait for the new chapter to release. So I'm trying to look for that next thing that's like a whole finished project, so I can just rewrite through it again, like I did Aku no Hana. But yeah, I've been doing that. I still haven't watched hold on. Oh my god, wow, I feel freaking like I feel rude for this, but this is the first episode of the New Year's, and now, god, well, happy New Year to all of my listeners and whatnot. Oh god, it feels so unprofessional of me, but geez, like I tell you, it really felt like it's been a long time. I ain't even noticed that this is my first episode of the new year. Jeez. Well, I'll talk more about that, I guess, later. I'm gonna finish the what I've been up to segment real quick. Been listening to other podcasts lately, talking to other people, trying to network and whatnot. As you already noticed, my last 2 episodes were guests. I'm trying to just branch out and do more guests. I would like to guest on other people's podcasts as well, just to see how I would react under their circumstances. Like, I already know how my podcast formula is. Like, I mean, it's kind of just chill, just talk about whatever. So like, I'm curious how I would be under how other people's podcasts go. But yeah, that's mainly it. Doing that and gaming, of course, playing Apex. I really hate freaking what's this map? World Edge, I think. Yeah, I hate that map. I liked it when it first came out, but once they started destroying it and all that, I hate it. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm freaking hard stuck on plat right now, and it's annoying me. Like, I was doing real fine on every other map when it comes to rank, and this map is just like, it's just terrible. Like, they got rid of all the good spots too. On top of that, like, all the spots that I usually enjoy going to is destroyed. I'm like, bro, so it sucks. That's what turned me off to Fortnite too. The first time they started changing the map, when Fortnite was like doing all their weird stuff, all the places that they started getting rid of were places that I used to love landing in, and like I used to go off, and it's like, bro, y'all just removing my enjoyment. So I don't know, but hopefully not even hopefully, just gotta wait for the next season. Honestly, I'm done with this season. I'm done trying. I'm keep playing, but I'm not gonna force it. But yeah, have I been playing something new? I feel like I have not really. I've just been playing a bunch of old games. I've been playing Custom Zombies, playing Mario Kart, just playing all my old games. I should start. I still have not touched Halo, and for the same reason why I talked about it last time. I think I talked about it before, but like just the difference between owning your whole physical copy of a game and the difference between like buying the Game Pass is like I enjoy playing Halo, but the fun is not, like, the excitement for me to play is not there, because it's like I didn't really do much to earn it, because it's like it came with the Game Pass, it's already there. The multiplayer is free to play. I can play that whenever I want, wherever I want. So it's like, I don't know, like that thrill to play, like to play games when it's like on the Game Pass is just not there. And then on top of that, I'm debating if I should keep streaming it or not, because I found myself, like I said, I enjoy playing the game, and I found myself like being real focused in the game. Like I don't think that's gonna be something stream worthy. Like when I'm focused on the game, I don't really speak. So it's like I ain't gonna be talking and whatnot. So I don't know. But yeah, like just that. Downloaded other games that I haven't played. My boys told me to download Demon Slayer, I think, the anime. They made a game, and my thing is that pretty much all anime games are trash. Like I don't know why they can't just, they finally did it with Dragon Ball Fighters. I feel like every anime game should be that at this point now, because like that was a very solid formula. Like every other game try to do, like they make a formula and then they ruin it. Like Budokai was normal, like 2D fighting, and then they went with the 3D when they went Tenkaichi, and then they started adding and doing the weird stuff, and it's like it was just a fun game, but it's not something like could take serious. Naruto had the Storm series. Well, they had the Ultimate Ninja series before Storm, where it was the regular 2D like Budokai, but then it eventually went to the Storm format, and that became like their bread and butter of like games they make. And it was good on Storm 1 and Storm 2, and then they freaking decided, hey, let's experiment with this on Generations, and they just started making things weird. I don't know. And One Piece, as much as I love One Piece, and I feel like One Piece should get a great game, the Pirate Warriors series is decent. I feel like the first one was the best one because it was more interactive with like the adventure and the boss fights. Like this one is just a straight up beat 'em up. Like this one copies the Dynasty Warrior formula compared to the other one. Like they try to do something different with it, but it just, I don't know. And then they had I think Burning Blood. That was just terrible because they had no way to properly balance One Piece because there's so many variety there. And then of course Jump Force, which was just terrible and boring. So I don't know. And yeah, so this Demon Slayer game is like, I don't know, I don't like it. It's trash. To be honest. Like there's like no combos or nothing like that. Like you just press the same buttons over and over. It's basically like Naruto, honestly. They just changed the button format just to make it seem like it's new, but it's pretty much the same game, honestly. And I don't even watch the anime, so I don't care about what's going on. I just wanted to play so we can play against each other. But yeah, that was it. And yeah, for the most part, I think that's all I've been really up to, other than that and just my personal stuff that I'm yet to talk about. But there's some stuff that has been happening recently that's just like been bugging me, and it kind of made me like, kind of led me to think about this as a topic to talk about. So the idea of I guess when you're losing control in your life. And the funny thing about this is that this goes with a YouTube video I was watching recently, actually, because we were talking about Doctor Strange a lot. So I was watching like Doctor Strange stuff, and this one YouTuber made a video talking about like how Doctor Strange's journey went to becoming like who he is. And it talks about the scene of like how he had to learn, like, to gain control, he had to give up control. It was like one of those weird things. So it's like just thinking about when I start losing control of things in my life and why things start to like slip away, and the meaning of why things like that had to happen. Like, I feel like some of it's like probably teach you a life lesson to keep you on like the straight path. Like, oh, if you act too cocky, this will happen, so you gotta humble yourself or whatever. But sometimes it's like it becomes too predictable that it's like, it becomes like, bro, like, it was unnecessary for this to happen. Like, and I'm starting to notice that usually what happens is like when like a certain amount of good stuff starts to happen in my life, like something real annoying that's out of my control just happens, or something that normally won't happen to me happens, and it just like ruins my whole freaking mood. And it's like, bro, like, that's why I don't get like, so I don't get excited for things no more, because I feel like if I do, something terrible is gonna happen right afterwards, and just gonna ruin my whole mood about me being excited in the first place. Like, I just take things as it is at this point now. It's like, oh, I got this, that's nice. Oh, this just happened, great. Like, I don't know. It's just, it makes it real hard for me to be excited for things anymore. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Like, I want to enjoy the things I gain in my life, but it's like when you turn around and this happens, it's like, what's the point type thing. So I don't know. I wonder if you guys like ever go through things like that as well. Like, has it been a point in time where it's like, it just seems like things were going great, and then just turn the corner and just bunch of stuff just starts happening, and it's like just ruin your mood. And one thing I do want to change about myself, because yeah, when bad things happen and it ruins your mood, like, one thing is like, yeah, you could be excited, and then you could be excited for a lot of things that happen, and one bad thing happened and it ruins your whole like week. And I feel like we put too much stock, or I put too much stock in the negative. Like, the negative shouldn't impact me that deeply as much as how when the good things happen. It's like the good things happen and it's like I'm good for the day. The negative happen is like I'm bad for the week, and it's like it shouldn't drag on that long. I feel like, granted, some things happen that makes it like it's a very like it takes up a lot of your time, and it's like it makes it feel like it's a lot longer than it should be. So you start dreading on it a lot more compared to you get you get something in your life like, oh, hey, I got this, cool, you enjoy it, and then next day the feeling is gone. But like something bad happened, like, oh crap, that happened, then you got to deal with the consequences of it the next day and probably the next day after that. And it's just like, yeah, I don't know if that's just a me thing or that's just something that's like in our nature to like react that way to certain things. Like, why we have to like focus on the negative things much more than the positive things when like stuff like that happen. But yeah, so like recently I'm starting to like lose things, and like that's something I'm not gonna say never, but that's something that's like, it's not something that's known of me. Like I don't lose things. I haven't lost things since like I was like a kid or whatever, like when you're young and just being reckless. But like I don't do much in my life. Like I'm very like, everything is like, figured out. I got things, organized to a degree that I know where things is going to be. And it's just like, recently I just ended up losing 2 things, and I'm like, how? Like, it don't even make no sense, because like I can't even like retrace my steps of how I lost it, because like I just don't, me losing things is something that's not naturally, like, it doesn't happen a lot for me to be like, oh, I should constantly be aware of this. Like, I had it, like, it was there 1 second, the next second it's gone. Like, I don't know, bro, like, it's annoying. So it's like, I feel like, I don't know, like, things like that make me feel like I'm losing control of things in my life. Like, when the things that don't normally happen to me starts happening, and it starts happening at a crucial moment in my life where something like me losing stuff at this point in my life. Oh God, why am I getting a call? Oh, let me pause this. Alright, I just got interrupted, so it sounds like I probably just skipped there. But what I was saying is, like, at this point in my life, like, me trying to lose stuff is just like, I don't know, it's like trying to teach me a overall life lesson about that. I got to be more sharp and on top of things, which I understand and I get that, but it's like, I don't know, I don't like how tight the schedule is. Like, you know, like, hey, you about to do something big in your life, but right before you do that, let me teach you a lesson about things in the most tough way ever. So it's like one of those tough love things where, you know, yeah, like, I'm trying not to trip over it. Like, I'm trying to see all the perspective of why things happen in my life. And usually when I understand things, usually it works out for me. Like, certain things I would find, they're like, oh, there it is. Like, just freaking happened to be right there. So, I don't know. I mean, hoping that happens, but yeah, so like, just trying to, like, I guess, gain balance and control and understanding of the things that's going on in my life and my situations and why things happen and whatnot. But yeah, that's mainly it. That's what's been bugging me lately and recently, honestly. Like, it's still kind of happening. But okay, well, I need to mute my phone, because like, it's like, oh, when he's not doing a podcast, the phone is dead. When he's doing it, let's bug him. All right. So, yeah. But like I said, this is not probably gonna be long. Just gonna talk about one more thing, and I think I might be done. No, which sucks. I mean, this is the first episode of the new year. So again, of course, hope everyone ushered into the new year in a good way, positive way. Sadly, recently, I want to say sadly, but recently I reckon I had to get tested for COVID because other people in my family were starting to catch it, and I'm around them, so like, oh, I gotta get tested. So got tested and it came positive, which sucks because I had to quarantine, it couldn't work. But the good thing was I didn't really get no symptoms of it. Was lucky enough for that. So honestly, it was like I was just chilling for the most part. And it gave me good opportunity to catch up on a lot of personal stuff that I had to do and whatnot. And it's just been, yeah, just getting things in order and whatnot, just trying to get my life situated and the next step into my life and usher into this new year properly, and whatnot. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys had a better experience or similar. Like, even if you did catch COVID, hopefully it wasn't bad or nothing like that. But yeah, that's mainly it. Like I said, I'm just hoping to expand more, do more guests, bring more guests in and whatnot. I've been thinking about some things, but I don't know if or when I'll act on any of them. I might probably ask other people, see if I get some opinions and whatnot, but I'm thinking, cause like when I first did this podcast, it was weekly. I was doing an episode a week, but I found myself getting burnt out quickly. Maybe because I was new to this or something, I don't know, but I was getting burnt out quickly, so I changed it up to 2 weeks, which for the most part it's been fine. But like I said, like when it comes to these breaks like this, like I don't know, like like I want to guess have something else out there. So I don't know, thinking maybe it's probably unlikely, but maybe I might go back to doing weekly, but that's probably not going to happen probably until like another month or so if I decide to do that. So if that happens, you'll know. But in the meantime, so last episode was probably the longest episode I ever did. So I decided to do that one as one full episode just to see how it goes. But I think going forward, if I ever do an episode that long again, I would probably break that into 2 parts, and I will release those episodes as weekly. So the week the episodes come out, the second part come out the following week, so it won't be bi-weekly. So I'm probably definitely gonna do that. But yeah, so that's what I've been thinking. Try to get some opinions and some feedback on that. See what I'm gonna do. I still want to start other stuff too, so we'll see. Like I said, if anything, most of these stuff I won't act on it till probably the following month or so. So that's when probably I make more changes to this podcast, because I want to grow and do more with it than just, I don't know. I mean, I enjoy doing it. I'm just saying, like, want to do something more, I guess. Bring in more people, more listeners. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for me. Yeah, probably a short episode, but after giving you guys 3 hours of talking, I guess it was nice. And it was nice to just, I guess, do a one-on-one type situation with just a solo episode again. Been a minute. I am recording on my new mic. I think I recorded on my new mic the last episode too, but things was getting weird with that. So I don't know. But hopefully it sounds better on this mic than my last one and whatnot. Just trying to up the quality. But yeah. So I don't know. Guess question of the day. I don't really have anything written. So I don't know. I guess I would go with, I don't know, I think I probably, did I ask that? No, I didn't. I don't think I even did a question of the day. I gave it to the guest. So I'll do the typical one. Seeing that we already entered the new year, what are your plans and goals, and like, where do you see yourself going for this new year? Like, yeah, like, I don't want to say resolutions or whatever. Like, maybe you have a lot of things you want to do this year, like establish your life, go back to school, as my previous guest was doing, getting a certain job, getting a house, getting a car, doing something. So yeah, that's that. You guys, as always, like this episode and like everything else, be sure to share it and all of that good stuff. And yeah, it's getting cold out there. Winter is finally hitting. So stay safe and warm out there, people. And yeah, see you guys on the next episode. Peace.